The stage lights dimmed, casting a soft glow across the grand concert hall. The audience waited in breathless anticipation, unaware that tonight's performance would carry more than music. It would carry vengeance. Isabella Rhodes, once the rising star of classical piano, sat at the grand piano, her fingers hovering above the keys. To the world, this was her long-awaited return after 2 years of silence. But Isabella wasn't here simply to perform. She was here to settle a score. 2 years earlier, her life had shattered. Her fiancé, Adrian Cole, had been her greatest supporter. Or so she believed. He was a renowned composer, and together, they had been the golden couple of the music world, until the night of her greatest performance. That evening, Isabella had walked onto the stage to play Adrian's latest composition, a piece he claimed he wrote just for her. But as she began, she realized the truth. He had stolen her own work. Every note, every crescendo, was hers. The critics cheered, calling Adrian a genius, while Isabella stood in shock. The betrayal cut deeper when Adrian publicly humiliated her, claiming she was unstable and jealous of his success. Within weeks, Isabella was blacklisted in the industry. Her reputation smeared. Adrian rose higher while she was left in the shadows. But shadows can be patient. For 2 years, Isabella disappeared, perfecting her craft and plotting. She resurfaced only to announce a solo performance, an invitation that spread like wildfire. Even Adrian couldn't resist attending. Sitting smugly in the front row, with his new muse draped on his arm. As Isabella's fingers touched the piano keys, a haunting melody filled the hall. It wasn't Adrian's music this time. It was hers, an unreleased piece she had written in secret before his betrayal. Each note dripped with raw emotion, pain, rage, longing. The audience leaned in, captivated. But this wasn't merely a performance. Isabella had carefully woven into her composition fragments of the stolen piece Adrian claimed as his own. Layered in, twisted, reimagined. It was undeniable proof of her authorship. Every trained ear in the room would recognize the overlap. Adrian's confident smile faltered. He shifted in his seat as whispers began to spread through the hall. Musicians exchanged knowing looks. Critics scribbled furiously in their notebooks. The final movement was unlike anything the audience had ever heard. Isabella played with fire and precision, striking the keys with both fury and elegance. The music built into a storm, then softened into a chilling silence before the last devastating chord. When the final note faded, the hall erupted into thunderous applause. The audience rose to their feet, chanting her name. Tears streamed down Isabella's face, not of sorrow, but of triumph. The spotlight swung to Adrian, who sat frozen, pale, and exposed. The whispers had grown into an unmistakable truth. He was a fraud. His legacy had just crumbled in front of the very people who once praised him. Isabella stood, bowed gracefully, and allowed her gaze to linger on Adrian. For the first time in 2 years, she smiled. That night, critics declared Isabella Rhodes not just a pianist but a phoenix, rising from betrayal, burning her enemies' lies to ash with nothing but music. Adrian Cole vanished from the industry within weeks, disgraced and forgotten. And Isabella, she didn't just reclaim her place in the world. She rewrote it. Her revenge was not in destroying him completely. It was in reminding him, and everyone else, that her music would always play louder than his lies.